I thought he would be given a little bit more time, but clearly they've decided to make a change very, very quickly, which is a huge shock, is a huge surprise. But I guess now it's who comes in next and how quickly can they get that person in.
Straight to Stamford Bridge now to speak to our reporter Rob Dorset, who's got some breaking news on Chelsea's search for a new manager. Rob, what can you tell us?
Yeah, big breaking news. I can tell you that Chelsea now have a verbal agreement for him to become the new head coach at Stamford Bridge. That's happened this morning, as I mentioned to you, at about half an hour.
Chelsea have officially parted ways with Enzo Maresca after a disappointing tenure that failed to meet expectations. The Italian manager arrived with a promising tactical approach and a vision to rebuild the squad, but inconsistency and underwhelming performances left the club struggling to compete at the highest level. As frustrations mounted among the fans and the board, Chelsea's decision-makers felt they had no choice but to take decisive action. Now, the focus turns to finding a replacement who can bring stability and restore the team's competitiveness in both domestic and European competitions. Maresca's reign was marred by tactical shortcomings, defensive vulnerabilities, and a lack of attacking cohesion. Despite his success in the Championship with Leicester, he found it difficult to translate his methods to the Premier League. Chelsea's form remained unpredictable, and their struggles in key matches exposed the team's lack of structure and identity. With ambitions of returning to title contention, the club could not afford to continue on a downward trajectory. With the managerial position now vacant, speculation is already growing about who will take over at Stamford Bridge. One of the most high-profile names linked to the job is Zinedine Zidane. The former Real Madrid boss boasts an incredible track record, having won 3 consecutive Champions League titles. His ability to manage star players and his tactical adaptability could make him an ideal candidate, but whether he is interested in taking on the Chelsea project remains to be seen. Another name in the mix is Roberto De Zerbi. The Brighton manager has impressed with his attacking football and his ability to develop young talent, making him an attractive option for a Chelsea squad filled with promising players. However, questions remain about whether he has the experience and tactical flexibility required to handle the intense pressure that comes with managing a club of Chelsea's stature. José Mourinho's name continues to surface as a wildcard option. The special one remains a legendary figure at Chelsea, having led the club to multiple Premier League titles. His ability to instill discipline and organise a strong defence is undeniable, but with the club moving towards a more progressive style of football, a third spell in charge may not align with their long-term vision. Hansi Flick has also emerged as a potential candidate. The former Bayern Munich manager guided his team to a historic treble in 2020 and is known for his high-intensity pressing style. With experience managing top-level talent and delivering success on the biggest stage, he could be the kind of leader Chelsea need to turn their fortunes around. Meanwhile, some fans are calling for the return of Thomas Tuchel. The German coach, who led Chelsea to Champions League glory in 2021, remains a highly respected figure among supporters.